Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am AmalgamAsh, and SmileBOOM just released a tweet a few days ago with a little bit of footage. Let's review that. This is actually the first time I've watched this full screen on my PC, and it's beautiful. There are definitely Smile Game Builder assets here. I recognize the church immediately, the fence. Then we've got some swaying grass. There's the cactuses, cacti, dragon bones, elevator block. These views are beautiful. We have a lot of depth of field. We have a lot of view distance. The camera is smoother, moving. That's a slightly more impressive looking particle effect. I see textures, and resolutions on textures are much higher. Alright. And I see... That is so awesome. Alright, this last bit here. This last bit. And... pause. Look at this beautiful, beautiful. It's a bit small. The UI is a bit small, but wow, do we have a lot of area. All right, so it's speculation time. So for those of you who don't know, SmileBOOM is the development team behind Smile Game Builder and the Smile Basic series of tools for making video games, and also teaching the basic programming language. SmileBOOM have been around since 2008. A full list of all of the in-house and middleware catalog that they have is available on their website. They've got a lot of stuff. It's all geared towards either developing stuff or learning or even experimental games, Smile Poker. But the team, to me, is most well known for its Smile Basic or Petite Computer series. Obviously, in 2016, they developed and released Smile Game Builder, which is a big part of why you're probably watching me to begin with. And since 2016, many fans, myself included, of this engine have asked for something more ambitious. The engine, as it is perfectly adequate. It does exactly what it says it does. It can create games, and you can use it unconventionally to create some really cool stuff. Drasray and Motzi are developing Alterium Shift in Smile Game Builder right now, using the Unity Exporter DLC, so that they have access to all of the advantages that Unity provides in terms of post-processing and a little bit of code management, things like that. But this screenshot, I was prepared to speculate 3 possibilities with that trailer, one of which would be asset pack, DLC. But DLC and an asset pack could not take the engine that we have now and transform it into being so powerful that it essentially becomes a second engine. The possibility crossed my mind, what if they were doing like an RPGMAKER Unite? And then it occurred to me, well, these guys actually have brain cells, so they wouldn't do that. The second possibility, a game, perfectly logical explanation for the trailer, right? What if SmileBOOM just made a game? Except this last piece of the trailer completely tosses that. So what is this? You can see that this has the capability, from what was shown in this trailer, to have more materials on our 3D objects, higher resolution textures. There are some very interesting events. The platform block that was able to move upwards, I know that there are ways to do that using Smile Game Builder. I do not think it would have been part of the trailer if it was something you really had to break your back doing using event logic. I think that that's much more native to whatever this is. And you can see the green squares, which appear more as like chaos emeralds in this map with the E's. Presumably those would be events. And I see collision boxes over these events, which to me say this one right down here, bottom leftmost event. It's got a very long box surrounding it. This boundary goes from left to right and touches the borders of this piece of land before you get to the water. That has to be event collision, which means no more setting up a ton of events or setting up one event that checks several spaces. This looks like you're able to drop the event and have it check collision everywhere that it touches, and that is something I have not seen since Wolf RPG Editor. Wolf RPG Editor being a response to an older RPG Maker. Still a great engine. Still a great little engine to use. So we're also seeing verticality to these boundary boxes. If that's what they are, that means this is very much likely to support the teaser that we saw. And I don't have the time to run back and find that little teaser that SmileBOOM posted years ago now, but it was a video of a character, I think an A-style character, running around this very small little map, and you'd wonder, why would they tease this? And then you see the character jumping, freely jumping, not like little evented jumps. They were pixel accurate jumps, not tile-based even, and they had little runs and jumps, and they stopped there. And the community was like, what? What's this? When do we get this? And we were excited, sitting on our thumbs for years, and we got nothing out of that at all. But this might be that. And so this added verticality to these boundaries would be able to track players who were jumping into or over events if you so desired. And we all know that Smile Game Builder is a 32-bit engine. This could be, and looks like it is going to be, the 64-bit successor. And if you look up at the top of the screen, the left side, the bottom, you can see this has all of the functionality of a map making tool. And the icons on the left, it's anybody's guess what those mean. But in any case, no matter what's going on here, SmileBOOM said coming soon. So we'll get to find out. One more time on this trailer, look at this depth of field. Look at this wonderful blur you get in the background. That means the camera settings have been very well taken care of and paid attention to. Look at the sparkling water in the little mini waterfall in the back. That means the lighting is so much improved over our current incarnation of Smile Game Builder. Look at the smooth camera motion. Look at getting on the platform block and watching it raise vertically. That still gets me. Look at this draw distance, this render distance. In all likelihood, this would be like a skybox, but you see the mountain in front moving at a different speed than the mountain behind it. This could be just one solid 3D object, but it does stand to reason that it is a huge object. So otherwise, this would mean parallaxing, and I don't think that's what that is. So that's a big map. We have a much bigger render view distance, and this particle effect, it might be that it's exactly the same as our current particle effects, but it looked really cool. You can tell that the textures are much, much higher on the presumably tiles, and we have a lot of grass and stuff to go along with that. Is this literally just the map of this scene that we're seeing now? Yes, there's the sword. So we got a look at this beautiful place. So camera changes, depth of field, render distance, lighting, better materials. The current Smile Game Builder supports just your base or diffuse color maps on your 3D models, which means you don't get a lot of reaction to light. You just get what color that thing is. There's no reflection. There's no metallic sheen. Here I'm seeing the use of specular maps, bump maps perhaps, normals, and reflection. The water, by the way, that's really cool. The water looks great. I love that. And then we've got this camera angle, which combined with everything else I've talked about, this just means you're going to be able to drag and drop make an Octopath Traveler like. I mean, come on, this is probably the first thing you thought when you saw this. Anyways, that's enough blabbing out of me. I'm really excited to know what's going on. I'm excited to share whenever this drops exactly what all of this is, because you know I'm going to be on this, like white on rice. So that's all the time I have for now. You can follow SmileBOOM on Twitter to keep an eye on whatever is going on here. And as soon as I know anything, I'm going to share it, and we're going to process this together. And if there are any official releases, I'm going to be on top of them like white on rice. So I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a fantastic day. Until then, bye for now.